Wrestling fans, this your boy King Eric the Great coming at y'all with another video. First of all, I want to say that I want to give a big shout out to my man Mike Knox and Illa the Sandman for chopping it up with me the week before with the Royal Rumble podcast. That was pretty dope right there. And we definitely going to have some WrestleMania work going on for this coming month. And I want to do this video for a reason. What really happened with AJ Styles and Nakamura's feud and what went wrong? They had all the pieces to make what would be considered one of the best feuds of 2018 and one of the best feuds of not only 2018 but also of the 2010s. Because these guys had a clinic in Japan. I mean, I watched some of their matches before. These guys went balls out. I'm talking about these guys put in some major work and it elevated both of their stock. So, the dream match eventually happens for the WrestleMania. And you think to yourself, they can't really mess this up. Just based off the history alone. Everybody was geeked up about it. This is going to be the feud of the year. But the build up for one, the only thing they built it up on was, well, this is going to be the match of the decade. These guys have fought in Japan, so now they're going to be here exclusively for WrestleMania. I mean, it didn't have a solid build up. Only thing we knew was these guys wrestled before in Japan. But what reason would we have to really see this match? Like, what was so special about the Japan match? Aside from what smarts thing, what would make the casual fan who's choosing to watch WrestleMania invest in these two? So then they have the match, and the match itself, they suffer from two things. Number one, the crowd was clearly tired because WrestleMania was like an 8-hour event. And number two, Nakamura and AJ just didn't mesh together. I don't know if it's the WWE style that they're having trouble adapting to, but the build-up and the match itself was mediocre. But it followed up with a great surprise ending with Nakamura hitting AJ in the nuts. So we was thinking, okay, it was a good surprise, a nice turn of the events. Let's see where it's going to take us. So these guys have matches, and it just kills all the momentum. AJ, for the most part, is a workhorse, but a part of that got to be on Nakamura, because Nakamura, he hasn't really showcased his true worth, his true potential. It feels like that he's wrestling for the bag. He's basically trying to cash out. And at the same time, I also feel that they haven't really put a lot of stock behind AJ's reign. Like, he's still getting that Randy Savage, CM Punk type reign. Like, his reign doesn't feel like a big deal in comparison to guys like Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns or John Cena. So, they had these matches for 4 straight pay-per-views, and it wasn't really anything memorable until the final minutes of their matchups. And this is where the WWE need to start doing. They got to start having these feuds differently. These guys, for one, they don't know how to strike when the iron is hot. Nakamura needed that title win at least for the next pay-per-view. That would have generated a lot of interest. He needed that. So then you have this dude lose 4 straight. You try to have him cut promos. Then you remix his theme to something awful. They basically sabotaged Nakamura. And AJ was left just pretty much momentumless in a way. And he goes on to face Samoa Joe, and the same thing happens to him because the company don't really put a lot of stock behind his feuds. So in results, a lot of unmemorable moments happened with that feud. Nakamura didn't really get elevated because now he's swarming in the middle of the card somewhere. And AJ, he's really There's nowhere else for him to really go. He done reached this glass ceiling unless he goes to Raw. So those are some of the main problems that I seen that the feud encountered. And if y'all have a difference of opinion, just feel free to hit that subscribe button. What made this feud not reach its potential? Was it booking? Was it the work rate? Was it the fan interest? Y'all let me know. This is King Eric the Great signing out for the night. Holla back.